Okay, next up is painting with hands and feet. So, opening scene is a little weird, though. It starts up with the Field 1 opening shot, but the regular opening music plays instead of the extended opening music. Which, yeah, apparently. After that, it just fades to the segment just starting. Teletubbies are dancing a conga line. They're dancing to their own theme song, which I just thought was weird. Yeah, I mean, pretty cool and funny segment, but yeah. And then, the windmill starts spinning. I noticed they use the same exact TV event music from the Grand Old Duke of York. Anyone else notice that? When I first saw that, I was like, what the hell? Ugh. But yeah. The TV event, Poe was chosen for the third time in a row. But here, they use the same audio of Poe giggling when she's chosen from the later episodes. It's the first time that happens, and it wouldn't be officially used until later on in the series. It's kind of weird. Oh my god. But yeah. But it only shows up when she's chosen the first time. So yeah. TV event is such an overrated one. Yeah, but I kind of like it. Kids are painting with hands and feet. They're making handprints and footprints with paint. Some weird stuff happens. Like, as one girl's pretending to be a frog. One kid has paint on both arms. And this is like one kid. I don't even know what she was doing. But yeah. I don't know. My mom... Actually, never mind. But yeah. But one of them was, like, using white paint for her footprints. Like, I don't get how that works. They were squirting paint around. It was so cool. I think I used to do something like that one time. I think I did that on Barney, actually. When they were in the Halloween special, they were making white footprints to make a ghost picture. So yeah, the baby son screams at the beginning, at the end of the TV event, when TV event's over, by the way. The next scene uses, I think it's like Home Hill 4? I don't know. But like, it looks a lot like Home Hill 1, except the camera is like panning downward from up high, which when I first saw this, I was kind of weirded out by it. But yeah, Tinky Winky comes down the slide, and he notices a bunch of footprints. If you notice, when he first notices the footprints, the door is open, but then the next shot, it's closed. So the person who left the footprints must have left, like, just recently. I don't know. Like, have just left, practically. Follows the footprints, and, like, Dipsy and Lala follow him too. They didn't even notice the footprints until Tinky Winky was following them, apparently. I noticed the Teletubbies passed by various spots that would be in a lot of other episodes. Like, in Tinky Winky follows the footprints up the path. It's the same spot where they do the jumping dance in some later episodes. Like, literally, it's shot from the same angle. Yeah, he's going around the bush. Like, apparently, whoever left the footprints, like playing here, would go around the mulberry bush. The spot where he finds Dipsy is the same spot where they're playing Old King Cole once. If you look, like, a few feet away from that spot, is the same spot where Dipsy was being chased by Lala one time, actually. I didn't even notice that until recently. Yeah, speaking of the spot where they find Lala, it's the same spot where it was Lala's turn to wear the skirt. By the way, this is the first time we see her wearing a skirt. So yeah, apparently the skirt was another one of their favorite things they had on the show. It was kind of interesting. This episode, when she's dancing, the music that plays when she's dancing sounds almost exactly like the walking dance. Did anyone else notice that? I'm like the only one who does notice that. They go across the path. They go in and out of the trees that I've seen in a lot of other episodes. When they go around the house, the windmill is in the same position and angle as it is when it usually starts spinning for a TV or magical event. Yeah, apparently. But yeah. And, like, if you notice in that shot, the footprints that were on the path have disappeared. Yeah. They go indoors where they started. They find the footprints that look a bit moldy or something. And they're lead to the spot where Poe's sleeping. Yeah, apparently. And it was Poe who spilled them. And yeah, apparently. And then the windmill just randomly starts spinning. And, like, the same shot they use in indoor segments when the windmill stops spinning is also kind of shot from the same angle. It even has the same sky background. Slightly, I don't know. And Poe wakes up when she hears it. They say, oh, run off. Poe still has the tub of custard on her feet, but she's just running just fine. But yeah, this is the first time in a magical event where the Teletubbies listen for a noise when the event begins. In this episode, the baby son's not shown giggling at the beginning, which is very rare to happen. I thought it only happened with this magical event and the Lion and Bear. I thought it only happened in 2 episodes with this magical event and with the Lion and Bear. But apparently there are other episodes with this event, as well as some episodes with other magical events where that happened. But yeah, apparently, it's just so weird. They see, like, this flying UFO, which is like a carousel or something, with a teddy bear inside that dances. This is one of my favorite magical events on the show, but something I've noticed recently is just so weird. Such, like, the animation errors. Like, the CGI is very primitive, but, like, the bear's, like, animation, like, his arm goes through his cane, and, like its foot, like, goes through the stage a little bit. But, yeah. And, yeah. In some episodes like this one, when the bear flies away, when the bear is done dancing, the Teletubbies cheer instead of sigh. And then he flies away and they're yelling again, he comes back down and he dances again. I noticed in episodes where he dances twice, when he dances a second time, when he's about to dance the second time, his arm is missing. And then it just suddenly appears after that. It's actually kind of weird, though. But yeah. Like, it's just so weird. Every episode with this magical event, the second part of the Windmill magical event took place twice. Which I don't know why exactly. But yeah. Then after that, the windmill stops spinning. And Tinky Winky's the missing Teletubby for the first time. That was my favorite version of the opening sequence, again, because it was the first version I saw. And Poe's the Boo Shouter. Perfect episode. Shared during season 2 in the US series, however. This and another episode we'll get to later. But yeah. Next up is Lambs. This episode was kind of weird. The opening scene is Tinky Winky is playing with the control panel. Each lever he pulls plays a sheep noise and he counts to 5. Something I didn't notice until I read about this is that the Tubby Custard machine is not, like, in the background. It's, like, completely gone, practically. I never noticed that until I read about it one time. And the windmill clip that shows up when he sees the windmill spinning is just weird. It's the same clip we usually see in outdoor segments, but with a window in front of it. Indoor segments did have their own windmill clips for indoor segments, but this is just pretty lazy. Especially considering the fact that the previous episodes did have some of those clips. So yeah, apparently. TV event. Dipsy is chosen for a TV event for the first time. Actually, when Tinky Winky runs off to watch the TV event, like, he says, uh-oh, he runs out the door, he's like, oh no! Like, he says, oh no! Like, what the hell? But yeah, they use different audio of Dipsy being chosen It's kind of weird. But yeah, same kids from the Our Pig Winnie episode, but now they're taking care of some lambs. Which I thought was okay. But then the baby son screams, and it goes to the alternate version of the Right Path 1 opening shot. And then the next segment is just weird, though. Dipsy's woken up by the Nunu apparently messes up the control panel. He pulls a certain lever by accident while cleaning it up, and the machine goes all crazy. Dipsy has to make some adjustments, and he fixes it just fine, and he notices some of the buttons play Baba Black Sheep. I notice in this scene the Tubby sponges are missing as well. Apparently, it's just kind of weird, though. But yeah. And then I watch a magical event. Yeah, apparently. In this magical event, the Teletubbies giggling from the dancing bear is used. I remember when I first saw that, I was kind of freaked out by that. But this is the magic tree. A magic tree grows on the other side of Teletubby Land. It grows leaves, a bunch of birds land on them, 5 of them to be exact. And then the tree leaves just blow away in the wind. And then the tree disappears. And yeah. This one I heard was the saddest magical event because of its representation of the 4 seasons. But I kind of thought it was beautiful. But yeah. The Sunday special version, they have the animal parade. I think it might be the same version from Making Flowers. In this episode, the camera fades to the windmill stopping. Again. Lala's the missing Teletubby and Po is the boo shouter. Next up is Playing in the Rain. This one's an interesting episode, one of my favorites. There's a cloud segment. Like the Teletubbies pop up from behind the hills, and then a cloud appears. They're like, ooh, what's that? I first saw this segment on the Dance with the Teletubbies video. On that segment, after they say, what's that? It just cuts to the baby son, and then the cloud just randomly rains, and they start up the next dance. Apparently. Here, after they say, what's that? They just stare at the cloud for a few minutes, and then they see the windmill spinning, and then after that, it disappears. They watch TV event. They use different audio of Po being chosen for a TV event. So his kids, Joseph, and his friends are going to play out in the rain. Apparently. They're getting ready and stuff. One of them needs help with his coat, and he doesn't like it when the rain falls, and they're splashing in puddles. Speaking of, after that, they do a dance called a splashing dance. Splashing dance is just so weird, because just a puddle just randomly appears in front of their house, without any explanation. To be honest, I feel like every episode with this dance, there should be something going on. Earlier in the episode, they should have a segment involving rain or water or the magical event that's going to show up at the end of the episode. Actually, on Dance with the Teletubbies video, when the segment starts, we see the cloud raining. It doesn't even rain in the same spot, but I don't know, it felt like it made sense, but yeah. Yeah, they're playing around a puddle and stuff. And then another puddle appears. With the same clip of the cloud raining, actually. And Po notices the puddle and doesn't even step in it. Dipsy steps his 1 foot in it. Lala just stands in it. And Tiki Winky just jumps into it. What the hell? Yeah, my god. And then they see the windmill spinning. And this event, once again, the son is not shown giggling. The baby son's not shown giggling. And, this one's kind of creepy, though. I know a lot of people are scared of this, and I can imagine. I mean, it starts up with a ship's horn, which scares the hell out of me, kind of. But yeah. And then the whole Teletubby Land floods, apparently. And, there's 3 ships. Some people told me they're scared of the 3 ships because they thought that, some of the characters from the other magical events, like the Lion and Bear, were driving it, but I don't think that's true. I don't know who's driving it, but yeah. And, the water goes down the drain, in the bathtub, then the windmill stops spinning. In the Sunday special version, I think they do the magic tree. I don't know. Dipsy's the missing Teletubby, and for the first time, Lala's the boo shouter. Someone told me they're scared of this, but I'm more annoyed by this. Because in every other episode, when the other Teletubbies are a boo shouter, they use the same audio that they regularly use. Apparently, but here they use different audio. It may seem weird that we're annoyed by this, but come on, you usually get used to the other audio. Apparently. But they do use the same audio for when they pop out of the hole on top of the house, but that's it for